Thank you very much. Uh, well, first of all, let me talk a little bit to Sherry and Gabby. Don't worry about things today. This guy received a 100% vote in confirmation in the past. Not many people can say that. All right. And it's one that we've worked with very close together. There are three issues. Actually, two of them are going to be asking for commitments, which I think should come, but I just want to make sure that's on record. But the first one has to do with the WOTUS rule. Senator Capito had some concerns. I share those concerns. I was very disappointed, but not surprised that the EPA and the Army Corps have decided to repeal and replace the Trump era navigation waters protection rule. But that's not the end of it. We know what happens when we change administrations. We know that the likelihood is going to happen again. The Obama era WOTUS rule, which was the number one regulatory concern of my farm. We're a farm state in Oklahoma, and their number one concern. Essentially, what the WOTUS rule did was take away from the states and give to the federal government that jurisdiction. My people in Oklahoma, my farmers in Oklahoma, didn't think that was a good idea, and so that's still something that will be taking place. We're not sure how it's going to end up, and if so, it won't be a lasting end, in my opinion. Now, in June, the EPA released a statement saying the EPA and the Army Corps determined the Trump era rule is leading to significant environmental degradation. Significant environmental degradation. Now, I know you're not currently at the Corps. Are you aware of any specific and significant degradation, environmental degradation, that would be tied to the Trump rule?
Senator, I'm not aware of any specific circumstances right now.
Yeah, and I'm not either. And if you feel one coming on, will you let me know? Then, secondly, we have a levee system in my home city of Tulsa. It's built in the 1940s. It's survived. It had a real close call 2 years ago, and I think you probably are familiar with that. It did get attention all over the nation, and we are concerned about that. It was the word at 2020 authorized this project, and this was built in the 1940s. It's got to be modernized to fully protect the $2.2 billion in homes and businesses along the Arkansas River, including 2 refineries. And I showed you and your staffs of these refineries. This was authorized, the word of bill in 2020. We're all familiar with that. It had joint jurisdiction between 2 committees. It authorized this project, and I submitted a congressional direct spending request to expedite design work so this project remains on the fast track. My first ask of you is, will you commit to ensuring this project remains a priority for the Corps?
Yes, Senator, you have my commitment. My understanding is that got a significant amount of resources in the FY 2022 budget.
Yeah.
And so I would like to continue the efforts working with you.
Good. And I appreciate that, and I anticipated that would be the case. The last thing I want to mention is the MCARNs. Recently, the Assistant Secretary of the Army Civil Works recently made the decision that the MCARN's 12-foot deepening project does not require new investment decision for the purpose of dedicating funds for construction. Now, that was a major thing. It was a very meaningful thing to Senator Bozeman, to myself, and to a number of others. But deepening the MCARNs to the 12-foot, giving in mind that the entire channel would be 9 foot, but now changing it to a very small amount, we'll change it to a 12-foot channel. That'll increase the load, the capacity by some 40%. It's a huge thing there, and deepening that is now pretty much accepted to everyone. And I just want to make sure that you don't have any plans or any knowledge of anything that would come along and change that at this time. So I'd ask if you'd commit to following this decision. This is a decision that does not require a new investment decision for the purpose of dedicating funds for construction. So will you commit to following this decision?
I am committed to following the decision. I'm not aware of anything that would change that
All right,
approach.
that's fine. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Senator.